Are you the king of bling? Or the queen of sheen? Let's say you've just purchased a brand new motorbike. You probably sold your soul and some of your kids for scientific experiments to buy it. Many of us then go on to spend thousands of dollars on bling and bike mods, so you have to sell the rest of the kids off too. Well, do we really need to do this stuff? Here are some examples.
The very first thing you must do is invest $1,000 on your suspension.
Go!
It will transform your riding.
These mods will turn you into a pro rider, give you firmer, longer-lasting erections for your camping tent, and attract the opposite sex. And a good chunk of the same sex too.
Sure, in some cases there are bike mods and bling that will make a substantial difference, but so often we are the victims of just clever marketing. There is only marginal to zero gain for all that money. The truth is that usually about 80% of performance and safety comes from actually learning to ride better, and only 20% is based on our bike and the mods and bling we put on it. But so often we consumers are hoodwinked into believing all that marketing hype. And so guys go onto social media and say, this product will transform your life. And maybe in some cases it will, but this usually triggers my bullshit radar. Psychologists love studying this stuff. Learning to ride better actually takes time and effort, whereas buying bling is easier and instant. So we may choose to believe bling will improve our riding instead of actually working on our technique.
Are you sick of hearing the truth? Bugger that for a joke. We will tell you what you need to hear. Stick with us, baby.
In other cases, maybe we've spent so much money on bling we don't want to admit it made no difference, so we just fool ourselves into believing it has. No one wants to admit they made a mistake. Go with the crowd. If everyone else says this anodized billet alloy gas cap made their bike faster, it must be true, right? I think it's important to think critically and not just blindly run with the crowd and keep spending money on stuff you probably don't need. There are plenty of people getting into our sport for the first time, and often they are hit with a barrage of well-meaning advice to buy a shitload of stuff they may not need. Even experienced riders are often sucked into this consumerist vortex and start believing they'll only be happy if they've got those anodized, gold-plated titanium hand levers. If you are rich, fine, but many of us are already in debt. We don't need to make it worse. Now, before all this sounds too negative, yes, it's fun putting bling on bikes. If you're wealthy, well, why not have fun going to town on it? And yes, it's nice to customize your bike a little, make it feel different to others. And of course, project bikes are fun. We did that with our massive DR650 series. But as with so many aspects of life, maybe a bit of moderation is called for. Here are a few suggestions. Just try riding your bike stock for a while. You may realise it's fine just as it is. Do your research, check out all the bike mods and bling, but do your footwork and see if it's really worth the cost. Be skeptical. So many guys rave about bike mods and bling that often make very little difference. Be very wary when they say things like, must have accessory, or this will transform your bike, or you will never go back once you use this. In my experience, they probably have no idea and have just fallen for the marketing hype. Get some training. Often you'll be far better off putting that cash into learning how to ride better first. Cheaper options. Sometimes the cheaper product is just as good as the expensive one. Again, do your research. Do it yourself. I love seeing guys making their own windscreens or designing and making their own custom seats. A final thought, check out this guy we ran into in Borneo, Indonesia. Beaten up old scooter, probably 30 years old, done a gazillion miles. Isn't this what motorbike riding should be about? That huge grin on your face, making do with what you have, and not falling into that trap of I'll only be happy when I get a better bike. Or that anodized butt plug. Here endeth the rant. This is all just an opinion, of course, and I'm keen to hear yours. Are you a king of bling, a queen of sheen, or a wiser miser? Let us know in the comments.